Hi Flutes, Miss Mortimer here, and today we're going to have a look at the piece At the Playground with Erica. I'm not going to try and pronounce the Slovenian title. Okay, what key is this piece in? D major. Yeah, it's got an F sharp and a C sharp in the key signature. So let's play our D major scale as a warm-up to get our fingers moving. We're going to play D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, high D to begin with. Here we go. 3, 4. And then from there we go high D, high E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp and high D, which remember is just those two fingers there and your little finger. Here we go. From our middle D, 3, 4. Back down, 3, 4. Great. Okay, so At the Playground with Erica. The rhythm looks a little bit scary on the page, so let's clap that out first and you'll see that actually it's quite repetitive. So after 1 and 2, and we come in on the and before the next bar, 1 and 2, and semi-quaver, quaver, 1, 1, semi-quaver, quaver, 1, quaver, semi-quaver, quaver, 1, 1, semi-quaver, 1, 1. And then it's just going to repeat itself. Okay, let's read through the notes. We've got A, D, E, D, C sharp, D, B, A, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, F sharp, G, A, F sharp, D, A, D, E, D, C sharp, D, B, A, F sharp, G, G, F sharp, E, D. Okay, so that will sound like this. 1 and 2. Probably the tricky part in that section is A, our semiquavers, so practice them by themselves. And then the next one. And then also the big leaps from our high D to our high B. You've got to make sure that you pitch that high B nice and high using lots of flexibility in your embouchure, so nudge that note a little bit higher. Okay, so pause the video and practice that first phrase. And now we're on to the second phrase, which starts off exactly like the first. 1 and 2. It's different, it's just our D major scale again. Okay, so again, pause the video, practice that phrase. Okay, great, so that's kind of the first section. Why don't you put a tick or a line and then the next time you come to practice it, just use that as your first chunk of practice. Okay, let's clap the rhythm for the next bit, starting on line number 4. 1 and 2. 1, 1. Semi-quaver, semi-quaver, 1, 1, semi-quaver, semi-quaver, 1, 1, semi-quaver, semi-quaver, 1, 1, semi-quaver, 1. Beautifully repetitive. Okay, and the fingers, we go A, high A, G, F sharp, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, A. A, G, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, B, A, G, F sharp, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, A, G, F sharp, E, F sharp, D. And again, I would practice those groups of semiquavers nice and slowly because they're a little bit fiddly with the fingers. Up to speed, it will sound a bit like 1 and 2. Okay, the next bit, skip out the grace notes for now. It's always good to learn a tune without the grace notes first. So we get rest, quaver, 1, 1, rest, quaver, 1, 1, rest, semi-quaver, 1, quaver, 1, rest, semi-quaver, 1, and a 1. Okay, that little rhythm there that's got quaver followed by 2 semiquavers, 1 and a 1. Comes up quite a lot in a lot of different pieces at grade 4 level, so it's worth looking out for. Okay, so without the grace notes, that section will sound like this. 1, 2, 1. Okay, and the fingers still skipping out the grace notes. We get rest, A, E, rest, high E, 2 and 2, E, A, rest, A, G sharp, that one there, G sharp, A, low A, E, high E, high D sharp, both little fingers, E, A. It's probably the most fiddly bit of the whole piece. So remember your high E, 2 and 2 plus the little finger key. And your D sharp is everything. So 6 fingers plus the little finger here, plus the little finger here. So worth doing some exercises going between the two. And other things like that, and then again practice those semi-quaver groups slowly. Okay, and when you've practiced it without the grace notes and got used to the rhythm, it's time to add in the grace notes. So this time we're going to glance off of that G sharp before we play our A. And the same for D sharp to E. And then high D sharp to E. And then G sharp to A. Again. So that passage with the grace notes will sound like this. 1. And again, just pop a line down the middle of that section. So when you get to bar 36, the end of bar 36, that's like the middle section, because now we're back to the original tune, but with some added grace notes. It's time to add them in. We're just going to glance off of the small notes. The big note is still the important one in the melody. So first of all, we have A sharp, same as B flat, to B. And then we have G sharp to A. And then A sharp to B again. And then we have C sharp to D. That's a bit of a tricky one. Then A to B, or B to A even. And the same one again. In fact, we have that one quite a few times. then A sharp to B, G sharp to A, and then on the very last note we've got 2 in a row. We've got B, C sharp, D. Let's practice them slowly. And then see if we can get them a bit faster. So that last 2 bars will go. Okay, when you're happy with the rhythms, when you're happy with the notes, it's time to look at articulation, and there is a lot of it in this piece. We start off all quite smooth, we've got lots of slurs going on, but mixed in with that we've got staccato quavers, so that first line of the tune, there's lots and lots of contrast going on between our staccato quavers, slurred semiquavers, we should be glad that they're not tongued because that would be really fast, and then we've got tenuto lines over our A and F sharp, so they're just slightly held, remember. I don't think we've got any accents. You might expect that in a piece like this, but they've actually just stuck to staccatos, slurs, and a few tenutos. So next thing, practice those ones up. And then it's time to add in our dynamics. So have a look through the piece, work out where's the loudest point, where's the quietest point. If there's high notes that you've got to play quietly, remember you can practice your long notes getting quieter to practice your control up there. And if they're low notes that have got to be played loud, the same thing, hold them on and see if you can crescendo through them till you can play your low notes really loudly. Okay, and now I'm going to play through each section at a practice tempo so that you can play along. So here's the first section. 1 and 2. Section 2, 1 and 2. And the last section, 1